or the other formula. So as we are going to see, the other formula comes from, we shall use it to handle numbers which are in the form of numbers, like the ones we handled using the T formula. And with that, the kinds of equations we are going to be looking at are equations of the form, equations of the form A cos theta plus B sine of theta. So we can say these are trigonometrical equations of functions expressed in the form of r cos of theta plus or minus alpha, or r sine of theta plus or minus alpha, where alpha is an acute angle. Where alpha is an acute angle. So the above forms are used in two ways. One, solving equations of the form A cos theta plus B sine theta plus C is equal to 0. 2, where A, B, C are constants, where A, B, and C are what? Are constants. Then 2 we can have determining maximum and minimum values of the function. Of the form A cos theta plus B sine theta plus C, where A, B, and C are constants. So the second one is looking at mainly an expression. The first one is looking at an equation, whereby an equation is one where we have an equal sign, whereby the expression is one which we have without an equal sign. So how do we go about these numbers? Examples. One, solve the equation 3 cos theta plus 4 sine theta is equal to 2 for values of theta from 0 degrees to 360 degrees inclusive. Now, we have to extract out what the question says and take a look at it broadly like that. Then we let, you have to write that statement that you let 3 cos of theta plus 4 sine of theta be equivalent to maybe r cosine of theta minus alpha. You can use any you want, as long as you're predicting what the sign in the middle is. If the sign is positive and you're using cos, it should be a negative. If the sign is negative here, you have to use, and you want to use cos, it will be r cos of theta plus alpha. So that when you expand using compound angles, the sign changes back to what you have this side. So we shall have 3 cos theta plus 4 sine theta is equal to r cos of theta cos of alpha plus r sine of theta sine of alpha. Okay, so when you do that expansion, that is how it comes about. So having seen this expansion, briefly hold. Now, after expanding, make comparisons. Compare the terms. There is this sine theta, there is this sine theta. So the coefficient on sine theta is r and the sine of alpha. So it means r sine of alpha is equal to the coefficient here, which is 4. That is Roman 1. Go ahead and also analyze the coefficient on cos theta and the cos theta here. Here it has r and cos alpha. Here it has a 3. So it means r cos alpha is equal to 3. This is equation 2. So having realized that and seen what that exactly is, go ahead and say r, or Roman 1 divided by Roman 2. You will have r sine of alpha is equal to 4, then r cosine of alpha is equal to 3. When you divide the 2, you realize you lose the r, and you'll have tan alpha is 4 out of 3. Can someone confirm alpha?
$53.13.
53.13. Now r can be got from either squaring 1 and 2, which gives us r squared sine squared alpha plus r squared cos squared alpha is equal to 4 squared plus 3 squared. Then you realize r squared into sine squared alpha plus cos squared alpha is equal to 25. This clearly will show you that r is equal to 5, plus or minus. Yeah? But at this instance, we can take the plus. Namagembe Monica has a hand. Monica, go ahead.
Teacher, I was asking, can you help repeat this part of where you found r sine alpha? Like when you filled in those values, when you're circling these things.
Okay. I was saying, look at these values. The side this way has, for example, sine theta. Go and look for sine theta this way. It is here. Do you see where sine theta is? Monica, are you seeing that?
Yes.
But sine theta is attached to r, is attached to sine alpha. Do you agree?
Yes.
Those are its coefficients on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, the coefficient on sine alpha is 4. Because those two mathematical statements are equal, the coefficient on sine theta on the left-hand side should be the same coefficient on sine theta on the right-hand side. That is why I ended up saying 4 is r sine alpha.
Okay.
You're fine? Do I need to deduce the second one also?
No.
Okay. Cynthia, your hand was up. Cynthia. Now, if you have not used this method of squaring, yeah? Yes, Cynthia? Cynthia, what are you saying?
That step that is circled is what I want to ask about.
What I've just explained.
No, what you've explained to her, I already understood, but how you got the r cos theta cos alpha plus r sin theta sin alpha.
How I got this expansion. To come to this. Yes?
Yes.
Were you there in the beginning? Did you attend the compound angles lesson?
Yes.
Yeah. When you expand cos of A minus B, we get cos of A, cos of B, plus sine of A, sine of B. So I have used that knowledge to expand. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I was saying, guys, if you have not used the method of squaring, you can as well come back to any of these two and say r. Okay, you can even come here and do this. That since you've seen tan alpha, this is alpha, tan is 4 out of 3, then definitely this is 5. Yeah? If this is 5, whatever you have here is the r. But if you want to get it even more than that, you can say, okay, I can see that from there, sine alpha is 4 out of 5. Then there I saw that r sine alpha is equal to 4. Substitution, I'll have r times 4 out of 5 is 4. I've removed the 4, my r will be 5. Okay? So having gotten r, yeah, come back here. I don't want to erase anything. Take a screenshot. I rub off this first page. We done? So, having seen that, we have seen that 3 cos of theta plus 4 sine of theta was equal to r cos of theta minus alpha. But we have got alpha, we have got r. But also this was equal to 2. So we shall have 5 cosine of theta minus 53.13 is equal to 2. Do you see that cos of theta minus 53.13 is equal to 2 out of 5, which is 0.4. Then theta minus 53.13 is equal to cos arc of 0.4. What do we get? Cos is positive here and there because all students take cocaine. What is the first angle? Cos inverse of 0.4.
Compound expansion.
Someone give me this angle.
0.42.
Yeah?
66.42.
66.42. What is the option here, which also gives us the same? If you have negative 66.42 here, what is its positive? 360 minus 66.42. You get 293.58. Now, finally, make theta the subject, which is 53.13 plus 66.42, or 53.13 plus 293.58. What is theta? Oh, did I give you the range? Yeah, between 0 and 360. First one is 119.55. The second one is 346.71. And these are our solutions. So with that, you have solved the question or the problem. And indeed, if you want to investigate whether you are right, you see the angles. These are not the final answers. The final answers are here for theta. So pick one of them. Let us test. Substitute cos theta here. Cos of 119.55 times 3 plus 4 sine of 119.5. Does it give you 2? If yes, we are on the very right track.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
Teacher, I want to ask about this the third page, where you said r squared into sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 25. How did you get 5?
Okay. You know this one gives you 1. You know that? Sine squared of an angle plus cos squared of an angle is always 1. You know that definition? Yes? My lady was asked, have you got that concept?
Yeah.
You know? Yes?
I remember.
You know this identity? You have arrived. Please get back to me. Hello? The lady?
Which I've got it.
Okay, thank you. Hope you've taken the screenshot. Let's look at example 2. Solve the equation for cos theta sin theta plus 15 cos 2 theta is equal to 10 or 0 less or equal to theta less or equal to 360 degrees. There we go. So we have such a number. Now this one is only tricked with one thing. It is the same as writing it as 2 times 2 sine of theta cosine of theta plus 15 cos of 2 theta is equal to 10. Then when you look at this carefully, where does this come from? Leila, are you present? Leila, where are you? Cynthia, your hand is still up?
Yes.
Hey, what does that give us in the circle? Why don't Christine, why don't you mute? Yes, root 2, where does that come from? Root 2, you are not solving numbers. Guys, whoever is not solving numbers, you are taking this as a joke. I told you knowledge has to be transferred. Whatever we have covered so far in trig is always coming back. So whoever doesn't solve, you're going to be in very big trouble. Marcy, what does that give us?
Sine 2 theta.
Lovely. This is twice sine of 2 theta. Double angle for sine, or half angle formula for sine, plus 15 cosine of 2 theta is 10. You first express it in terms of what the definition says. Oh, I rubbed off the definition. The definition says it should be in this form. A cos one angle plus B sine same angle. So the other one was having what a single theta, the other one was having a double theta. So we had to make everything be in terms of double theta. Now we can let 2 sine of 2 theta plus 15 cos of 2 theta be equal to R. Now let me use sine. When I use sine and this is a positive, then the bracket should be 2 theta. The angle you have, don't let it be theta. Some of you will cram and go with theta all the time. The angle here is 2 theta now. So 2 theta plus alpha. The only angle that comes in is alpha. When you expand R sine of 2 theta, you get what? R sine of 2 theta plus alpha gives me R sine 2 theta cos alpha plus R sine alpha cos of 2 theta. Therefore, I can equate twice sine of 2 theta plus 15 cos of 2 theta is equal to R sine 2 theta cos of alpha plus R sine of alpha cos of 2 theta. Then we go for coefficients. Yeah? Let me ask my friends here to give me the coefficients. Yes, Josh. What is the coefficient on sine 2 theta? On the left-hand side. Josh? Josh, are you there? Cynthia, what is the
Sir,
coefficient? Yes, Josh, you've come up. Okay.
So I've just joined.
Josh, I've been seeing you from the previous example. Okay. Cynthia, what is the coefficient on sine 2 theta?
So I don't know.
2 cos.
We have
alpha.
where? It is what?
2 cos alpha.
This is not a 2, madam. This is R.
Okay.
It is R cos what? Alpha. It is equal to what on the other side? What is the coefficient on the left-hand side? On sine 2 theta.
2.
Is equal to 2, equation 1. Madina Tansnim. Madina, what's the coefficient on cos 2 theta?
I'm not sure.
Are you seeing cos 2 theta, Madina?
Yes.
Do you see it here? What is its coefficient? The coefficient is the term attached to it. So what is that term which is attached to cos 2 theta? Esther, Nelda. Esther. Namagembe, can you come to our rescue? People, if you do not solve numbers, always these things will be a problem. By now, everyone should be knowing what a coefficient is. Eh? Lutu, you're saying it is 15. Okay, it is equal to 15. What is equal to 15?
Cos 2 theta.
The coefficient, guys. When I ask you for the coefficient, I'm asking you, if you see this side is cos 2 theta, and this one is also cos 2 theta, whatever is next to it is equal. So this one is equal to 15. So I expect you to have identified for me R sine alpha as the coefficient on on cos 2 theta. So my friend who I asked, that was Madina Tasneem. Madina, are you seeing what I've just stated now? You get it right? Madina?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now we can divide Roman 2 by Roman 1. So that I have R sine alpha divided by R cos alpha is equal to 15 out of 2. I lose the R, I'll get tan alpha is equal to 15 out of 2. Alpha is tan arc. What do we get for alpha?
$82.41.
82 point?
82.41.
0.41. Okay. 82.41 has been realized. Can we get R? You said one of the ways we can get R is by identifying alpha as 15. This is 2. 15 squared gives you 225. 225 plus 4, you get 229. So this is root of 229 using Pythagoras theorem. But if you're not comfortable, go ahead and investigate. R squared is equal to 2 squared plus 15 squared. But I told you, or I showed you, when you use the right angle triangle, straight away you get R. So R is root of 229. So having gotten R, you can have 2 sine of 2 theta plus 15 cos of 2 theta is equal to root 229 sine 2 theta plus alpha. But the whole of that was equal to 10. Therefore, root of 229 sine of 2 theta plus alpha is actually going to be equal to 10. From here, you can conclude that sine 2 theta plus alpha is equal to 10 out of root of 229. So 2 theta plus alpha is equal to sine arc of 10 over root of 229. Calculator. Remember, you have to have in mind, all students take cocaine.
41.36.
You get?
41.36.
41.36 degrees. We said we get other angles immediately. So 41.36 is here, minus 180, what do you get? You get 138.64. Okay? Then another revolution, 300, you get 401.36 because you're adding on 41.36. Then here there is 540, 540 minus 41.36, you get 400 what? 448.64. Now, we know alpha. So 2 theta plus 82.41 is equal to 41.36, 138.64, 401.36, and 448.64. One may ask, how do you know that you have to go for the second revolution? Because the theta here is twice. If it was thrice, you go for the third revolution. Subtraction, give me theta, 2 theta. 82.41 minus 41.36 minus that, you get a negative 41.04. 138.64 minus 82, you get 56.22. 401.36 minus 82, you get 318.96. 448.64 minus 82.41, what we get? We get what? We get 300 what? Someone compute that with a calc. Yup.
366.23.
What do you have here, people? What answer do you said you get what? 300? Jesse, were you giving us
306.
300 what?
66. Yes.
Point?
366.23.
Okay. Now we can divide off and get theta. Theta is equal to, when you divide, what do you get? Negative. When you divide, what do you get?
Negative 20.52.
Negative 20.52. The next one, 28.11. The next one, 159.48. Then the next one, 33 plus 15, 183, 180 what? 183. 0.115. It means the answers we are still continuing. Because we have not yet reached the maximum. The maximum is 360. Someone had signed us out. So I've shared the number on the screenshot on the WhatsApp. I was lucky to take the screenshot, but I was trying to tell you that since the number had not yet gotten done, the number had not yet we had not yet reached the maximum value, which is 360. It means we had to take another revolution. Yeah? So let's take another revolution. I wanted to show you something. So where we got 2 theta, we had seen 2 theta plus alpha was equal to 41.36, 138.64, 401.36, 448.64, and we had got that is the second revolution. The third revolution will be 720 plus this first angle. 720 plus 41.36, what do you get? You get 1,000. 1000 what? 1011.36. 720 plus 180, you get 900. 900 minus 41.36, you get 800. Wait a minute. No, this is wrong. 700 plus 41, you get 761.36. 900 minus 41.36, you get 800. 900 minus 41.36, what do you get? My head is getting tired, I can't compute now. Someone subtract. Someone please subtract for me 900 minus this one. What do we attain? $858.64. Okay. Now our alpha was what? What was our alpha? Our alpha was 82.41. And as we had subtracted, we have got, we had attained the following. 1, negative 41.04. We had got 56.22. We had got 318.96, 366.23. Now, that was after subtracting off the theta. Now, can we subtract off 82.41 from 700? Someone subtract. 761.36 minus 82.41. What do we have?
678.9. 678.9.
0.96. 0.9 exactly. 94.
0.95. 5.
Okay. Then 858.46 minus 800 minus 82.41. Maria, your hand is up.
Teacher, it's 858.64, not 46.
Okay. Yes, minus 82.41. You get 700. What do we get?
776.23.
776.23. Now divide everything by theta by 2, you'll get a negative 20.5. Then you get the second one is 28.11. The third one is 159.48. The fourth one is 208.11. The third one is 339.48 degrees. Then the solution set is from 0 to 360, so 28.11 159.48, 208.11, and 339.48 degrees. That is our solution. Okay, so you can have that down. I've sent the other part, which if people never took the screenshot, I've sent it on your WhatsApp group. So I want to do one more now. How much time do we have? I want to do one more number. Let me see if I can do two more. The shortest time possible. Then next week we shall introduce maximum and minimum. Solve the equation where sine theta minus root 3 cos of theta is equal to -1. For -360 degrees, less or equal to theta, less or equal to 360 degrees. Now it's a minus here. The other